Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Prokhorovka map, and we've got Devilish Vixen from Aussie Clan. She's in the ELC Even 90. It's a Tier 8, Tier 7 battle, and it's also an encounter match. So there's only one cap, as you can see. It's on the other side of the railway lines. But it's still fairly common with the account of battles on this map that the 1-2 line is a battleground, and also the hill, because the hill covers the cap area. So we'll see who's on this line and how it pans out. It's only one light tank per side, and the other one's the Hawk 30, H K. And here we go. Got some tanks spotted here. The Black Prince, possibly that's been spotted by the Type 59 rather than Dev, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now, we did see a tree fall where she's indicating, so she would have noticed that, and that's a common spot for either TDs or lights and mediums to sit, so it's suspicious, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now, there are two IDs per side as well. And they're both tier 7s, so may not do quite as much damage, but they also might help. Anyway, see how this works out. But as in standard battle mode on this map, typically the side that pushes the 1-2 line, unless they've got less opposition, they'll tend to get sacrificed as they come down. So most people know that, so that tends to be a bit of a stalemate on this line. Oh, that Type 59 standard 1 hit point, that's no good. But in any case, it shouldn't really matter. No one's quite been spotted yet. So Dev just pushing up a little bit to try and get closer and use the strength of vision she's got with binocs. And here we go. We've got a Striv spotted and a Caro P88. And she started picking up spotting damage already. Caro goes dark, the Striv pulls back, so it could have been the Striv who knocked the tree down, but could have also been another tank that we haven't seen yet, so I know that Striv's quite close, but it's very unlikely Dev will be spotted. It's one of the best camo ratings for the ELC, Even 90, and also she's running a camo net as well, so unless she does something ridiculous like fire, then she'll keep her same camo rating, although the camo net will drop if she moves. But this is one major advantage of light tanks, is their camo rating on the move is the same as it is when you're static, so you can stop, move around, etc. So the only difference there being the camo net rating. And here we go, there's Lance and C up there. And look at the Black Prince coming down here. Now it gets ammo ranked almost straight away. That's what I mean about pushing, particularly in the open. That was a pretty dumb move, but yeah, it's a bit hard to tell in those lower tiers whether that's an experienced player or not, rather than using XVM. So we won't criticise the player too much, but yeah, headless tank and player sent back to the garage. Anyway, first blood there to Dev's team, and she's now 2.8k of damage, just gone over 3k, so using strength of vision, yeah, it'd be nice to light up more tanks on the 1-2 line, but she's getting hits. Here we go, blind shot there from the Caro. Caro knew they were spotted and let's put a shot in. Now she might want to move a little bit further to one side. Like to see some blind shots still flying around, and then comes another shot. So remember, when you're firing blind shots, if you see a splash of dust or whatever, it means it's a miss. If you don't see anything, then yeah, it's a good chance you've hit a target. Anyway, Dev doesn't need a third blind shot coming in, so she switches sides, and another tree falling at the back there, so she marks that where she thought it was, but really needs to get some vision there just to try and spot those tanks. So pushing up slowly still, not wanting to overcommit, still spotting that 45 TP on the other side of the map. It's just a matter of having some tanks that can take advantage of it. She does have a 110 coming up behind who just might well be able to do some shooting at those targets. But teams lost some tanks there. The battle on the hill is not going well, and in fact they just lost another tank on the hill, or a TD in this case. So, and here we go. Oh, Lancet is coming back a different way. And there's a Super Hellcat crossing as well. It's all lit up by Deb, and there's also a heavy tank coming down. So rather than wait and get proxy spotted by that VK100, Deb does the right thing and falls away. But she's also picking up spotting damage as that goes. Now that's gone dark there. And the Borsig just exhorting her to pull back, but she wants to stay as close to the enemy as possible to keep them spotted, and manages to get that Super Hellcat taken out. Takes her up to 4.2k. Now she's got the VK100 taking damage, and you can see how quickly damage mounts up, particularly with the big guns like the Borsig. And there's an SU-152 as well. Unfortunately, the 110 gets taken out by artillery, and they've still got a bit of a gap there. They're getting close on hit points, but there's still 3 tanks down. So the hill's pretty much been lost. But they're still pretty strong on this line here. They've got 2 big TDs, or TDs with big guns, and Tiger 1. It looks like just backing them up. So if the enemy decides to push further forward, the Lancet C and the VK100.01, if they push up a bit, hopefully they'll get spotted. But there are some areas just right next to where Dev is, a bit of a bowl there, so if anyone gets into that bowl, it's very hard to dig them out without exposing yourself to tanks further back. So that's one of those sort of dead ground issues, but if you're feeling adventurous, you can basically take some ground there. And that 45 TP is still alive. Yeah, there you go. Dev putting it to chat. She's just undecided at this point whether it's worth pushing up. There's still 7 minutes left to go in the game, and she's getting advice to hold in position. And there you go. There's the Lancet C going straight into that area I just mentioned. So pretty safe there. You are hulled down, and it's very difficult for tanks further back to shoot into you. The VK100 obviously is also pushed up and possibly fired to get unspotted. And he comes in, and the first one misses, the second one just does some stun. And yeah, just looking around, just making sure she's got an escape route for one thing. But yeah, just trying to look at where that Lancet C has gone. Now the Struve S1's been spotted again and sent back to the garage pretty quickly. So things just ticking along. They've managed to almost even out the hit point gap. Still 2 tanks down. And we're getting to a critical stage to see whether anyone's going to basically push again. It's still interesting to see what that VK100.01 is doing, and also the Caro. But really the main area is the camp area, and the enemy have decided to move on to it. So you can see it takes longer to cap in encounter mode, 3 minutes for the first tank, or just over 3 minutes. So you can tolerate someone going on cap without doing a whole lot. Here we go, here comes the VK100. And the Lancet C also pushed up, Tiger 1 deciding to take some action. Not necessarily the wisest thing right now, but yeah, sometimes you do what you want to do. Unfortunately, it takes a arty hit Anson gets taken out by the Borsig. And they've managed to close the gap here. So equal on tanks now, but there's 2 enemy tanks on cap, and there's no one who can oversee that area, although the Caro P88 is pushing over the railway line there to try and get some spotting and maybe help the artillery deal with that. But yeah, you don't want to let it run too much longer now. The thing is counting down, but there you go, getting pushed on by the Caro P88. She gets spotted, but manages to get the P88 taken out. But the P88 on their own team has gone into the cap area, and that's allowed the countdown clock to be halted. But yeah, it's now exposed and not getting a lot of support. Alright, well done. Just managed to take out the 45 TP, and finally the Arty takes out the VK100. So Dev's now found the GW Panther running away, hoping that someone will shoot at it. Maybe she can, which she does, and actually gets a kill. So that's nice. Gets her first bit of damage. She's got 6.2k of assisted damage. The other enemy Arty's been spotted now. She's got 2 more shots. She can do it for fire, and she gets another kill. Well, it's good. Taken out both of the artillery, and now the match has definitely swung in favour of Dev's team. So after that really slow patch, she's picked up a lot of spotting damage and starting to get some kills, so definitely making an impact here. Now, where are the rest of the team? Well, they're going to be spread around a bit, but mostly on this side, and Dev can light them up. Now it's just the Hawk 30, KB3 and the SU-101, so see one of them on the hill. Well, there was one, KB3. 2 more tanks to go. And where are they? They're not in the cap area anymore. Glassen on the hill, both of them, I think. But where have they moved to? So Devilish coming up here. And here we go, she spotted the Hawk 30. And full hit points, she can put a spot in. She's been spotted, but whether they'll notice, she's managed to get 1 shot in and another shot. Luckily, no one is shooting back at her, but she's got a little bit of a hold down position here. Oh yeah, someone's shooting back at her, that's for sure. And the Hawk 30 is diving down into the water here to escape. And can she pick up some more damage here? She certainly can. The Hawk 30 is running around being challenged by the Tiger 1. 1 shot in, just hits tracks. 1 more shot, and he's dead already. And in fact, the SU is taken out as well, and that's the end of the game, all in a hurry. Let's go and have a look at the detail. So here we go. 837 direct damage and 7.1 of combined damage, so a little bit more than we saw in the game. That's just fractionally under 8k of combined damage, so great result there. Got 2 kills, which were the Arty, and that's earned her the Pascucci's medal for killing the Arties, and Patrol Duty for getting so much spotting. And S-Tanker Mastery badge, and as well the first mark of excellence, so getting good average combined damage there in the tank, so well done, Dev. Now the score, 1371 base experience, spot on for the Ace Tanker Mastery badge there, and the GW Panther came out on top, not quite with damage actually. The Borsig got just a bit more damage, but doing nearly 3k for both of those 2, and the other Arty doing just over 2, and 65T was on that line or nearby, doing nearly 2k. So yeah, some good contributors there. On the enemy side, the T29 got knocked out halfway through the game, still managed to get top experience. So yeah, pretty low performance from the enemy side. Anyway, this is more about Devilish. So how did her individual game pan out? Well, she only fired 9 shots, 7 hits. That's not bad shooting for the ELC gun. It's not that accurate. 5 penetrations. So consequently, it had pretty low ammo costs and also low repair cost, and spent something on consumables there, so I made a decent profit of 98k. So great game there from Devilish Vixen. Thank you very much for the content. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, write that down and do it tomorrow. We'll have more great content to follow. And thanks very much for watching.